Welcome to the Den, the Dark Entertainment Network. I'm the Gothic Rose, and I am here with the fresh hell of the day on the Daily Dive in 5. This moment to reintroduce myself. I am the Gothic Rose, hostess of the Dark Entertainment Network. This is a channel where the news meets conspiracy theories and makes babies in my brain, and it comes out my mouth. I do this because I enjoy it. If you like this type of content, please follow along, because I'm not going to stop. Let's talk what's happening in the now unconstitutional United States. Well, Elon Musk and Trump announced plans to dismantle the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, and this is sparking backlash. And Aaron Parnas actually has showed up to where the protests are, where people are locked out of the building, where all of these federal workers are locked out of their emails, are being told to take buyouts. All things that you cannot do are being done. And Musk claims that this is all through Doge, and he makes this controversial statement that naming his little boy band of merry little I will never get laid in my life boys is a crime. He's causing confusion. He has no authority, and he is solely responsible for all of the damage that is going to happen next month. We don't know if anyone will be covered by Medicaid. We don't know if anyone will be getting their Social Security checks. We do know that medication prices have gone up, and we do know that why, I don't know why, but it is tax season. Elon Musk has dismantled a website where people can file their taxes for free, something that many of us have always been able to do. It doesn't make any sense. It's also FBI snitch day. The FBI, or at least Trump's people, want all of the people who were involved in the January 6th investigation. They want to know who they are. They want to kick them out of the FBI. This is getting a little bit ridiculous. Now, of course, El Salvador is like, yeah, we'll host your US criminals. What does that even mean? You're going to take somebody who sold some drugs on the street and put them in an El Salvador prison? We have prisons here. Those are not good enough for you. I mean, if the prisons are supposed to be private, right? Don't you want to make the money on it? Why would you send people to El Salvador, Americans? He also wants to send them to Guantanamo Bay. This is a man who has been convicted of 34 felonies, but has not been tried for one, but has been found guilty in one. The hush money trial, which John Fetterman went on The View and said that case, of all the cases, was politically motivated. That's the one that was the least politically motivated, at least for New York State to go after, because that was before Trump was even a candidate. He paid off someone that he paid for adult acts to hide the information so it wouldn't get out and ruin his campaign. If it was political at all, it was on Trump's side. But John Fetterman is not really someone to trust. Put on a suit, first of all. And second of all, maybe we shouldn't have been so behind you when you were gone, missing votes and missing out on crucial work that needed to be done, saying you were in a mental institution. Maybe we should have just told you to resign as well, because maybe you switching teams like this and not playing for our team anymore has just shown us your true character. And speaking of true character, a really disgusting video of Pete Hesgeth has, oh God, it's surfaced. He's in a hotel. It's gross. This is who is in charge of the Department of Defense. And now, of course, the next thing that they're targeting is the Department of Education, which was part of Project 2025, but no one wanted to believe that. Now, China has hit back with a lot of tariffs and everything as well. They just do not give a flying rat's ass what happens now, because they are going to protect themselves. I wonder what's going to happen over on Red Note. It's actually called Zahongshu. So besides the cost of all these other things possibly going up, here's what's happening. 15% tariff on coal and liquefied natural gas, 10% tariff on crude oil, agriculture machinery, and large engine cars, export controls on critical minerals. So these are the things for the high-tech products, including tungsten, tellurium, bismuth, molybdenum, and indium. And this is probably the reason that Trump wants control of the Panama Canal, because then he can seize any of the materials that he wants. And he probably wants Greenland too, because he thinks he's going to like attack from the north somewhere. None of this is normal. Okay? None of this is normal. And they have started an antitrust investigation into Google. So China's State Administration for Market Regulation announced an antitrust investigation into Google just minutes after the US tariffs took effect. Kind of sounds like the same investigation that Trump wants into South Africa because he's not going to give them aid. So this is not a world war of bombs, thankfully. I mean, it is in some parts of the world, and that's horrible, but this is a world war of trade, and it will destroy economies. And then two American companies, PVH Group, which owns Calvin Klein, and Tommy Hilfiger, and Illumina, a biotech company, were added to China's unreliable entities list, barring them from engaging in China-related import or export activities. We need Vandelay Industries is what we need right now. We need Art Vandelay. Now, also, Trump is going on and on and on about Canada, and he's saying that they don't have enough American banks in Canada. And why does Canada need a lot of American banks? I mean, I know we're normal neighbors, but it's not normal to worry about how many American banks is in another country. But they refuted these claims. They have like 50% of their banks are like American. They have like Citibank and Chase, and they have American banks. And, you know, as we know, they've taken red state liquor off the shelves, and they were also reportedly booing the US national anthem at a hockey game. And I've said they don't mind not having teeth. Like, that's like not a problem. The smile, toothless smile. You know, this is like a tough person. They're a whole different kind of tough. They're like moose tough and cold tough. And it's different, but they're also the nicest people in the world. So to have Canadians booing the United States national anthem because of this is so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. I love the country of Canada, and it's so embarrassing. And it just, to me, I just don't understand why we are starting issues with people we have never had issues with before, with our allies. I don't understand, unless he's trying to completely dismantle not only our democracy, but other people's governments too. And I wonder who's asking him to do that. So we know Elon is friends with China. So I don't understand the Chinese tariffs unless he's doing it just to show some weak ass form of strength, you know? But through all of this, the Canadians have become more united. And of course, the Americans have become more divided because of the cult of MAGA. And that is the fresh hell of the day. Thank you for joining me in the den.